Ahoy, and welcome back to another episode of No More Heroes, the Heroes Paradise. In the last episode, we got enough money for the Sith ranking boss fight, and Sylvia asked us to meet her on the beach, so we can't keep a lady waiting. So let's go, Travis, and go on to our Sith ranking fight.
Holy summer.
Still just a fight. Rub some oil on me, will you?
Me? You serious?
What? Is there a problem?
No. Thought you'd never ask.
Your next opponent is here on this beach.
Ah, just up ahead. So I'm supposed to fight on the beach.
That is one of the conditions. Why? That's for you to figure out. Feels good. What other hidden talents do you have, Travis?
Huh?
Go any higher and I will kill you myself. Not until you become number one. We have a deal, remember? So hurry up and go get him!
Yes, Your Highness.
Oh, come on, Travis, don't grovel. That's just what she wants. But anyway, apparently our Sith rank is on this very beach, which is kind of convenient, if you ask me. So let's just get straight to it. And apparently Sylvia has teleporting beach powers because... I just reflected that shot without even trying, sorry. Yeah, apparently Sylvia has the power to teleport beach equipment because she's just disappeared from this very location and is nowhere to be seen, so... Apparently we're fighting, like, mercenaries of some kind this time. Quite an interesting change, I have to admit, from the usual delinquents. At least they're actual combat specialists, so they actually have a legitimate claim to combat. But that also means they have a legitimate claim to firearms, which have become a slightly pet peeve of mine in this series. And the last time I played this game. I mean, seriously, guys, come on, fight me like a man, with your beam katanas in hand. And apparently they also just spring up from the sand, which I guess is because of the condition of fighting on the beach. But Jesus, guys, you must have been under there for some time if you're waiting for me to happen to walk by in order to spring a trap, because there can't be much air down there unless you do that, like, cartoon thing where you get, like, a bamboo leaf or stem and then, like, breathe through air through it, which actually be quite funny, so... I would actually like to see that. But anyway, doesn't mean I can't kill you though, so let's just take care of all of you! God, this mercenary group is going to go so out of business when I'm done with them. But anyway, there's actually a slight, oh god, what's the word? Oh god, I'm having another mind blank of words. You guys know me, this happens from time to time. Oh god, what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's, when you, I have to admit something. There, I'll word it like that. I have to, admit something. And that is that this is actually the second time me going through this mission. And you're probably asking, why would you do that? But, well, you'll see when we get to it. But, it's later on in the level, so shouldn't have to worry about it right now. Let's just worry about the enemies that are straight in front of us, because they are the main threat right now, yeah! Just keep on slashing. Don't let up! Trust in your force! And head to the garden that happens to be of madness. And apparently that guy is, I know he's supposed to be, like, feet in the sand, but it just looks like flipping to me. Oh, man. But anyway, the electric fence is down on the barbed wire, and I'm not entirely sure why we can't just go in between these tank traps right here, but, you know, I guess they were expecting us to bring a tank? Or maybe they were expecting a tank. Oh, that'll be interesting. they were expecting a tank this entire time, or Jesus, you guys just rushed me. But it doesn't matter, because I am prepared for anything, except when I'm not prepared. That made sense, I swear. Okay. Are you done now? Good. Take you out. If you think that... Seriously, guys, if you thought that me taking on 5 of you wasn't enough and you just sent 2 guys afterwards with axes, what's gonna make you think that they're gonna win? Like, seriously. Especially when you drop them out one at a time. I mean, that's just silly. And we have 2 stocks of cherries, so I should probably keep that in mind and use them when they are most appropriate, which actually... You know what? Could be. You know what? That's right now, actually, because there are quite a few enemies, so let's use it right now! And go into slow motion! I don't think we've actually seen this special attack yet. Kind of cool. Kind of sucks that the time runs out even in Deathblow mode. I wish it went into slow motion like it does for the countdown clock sometimes when we're doing missions with a time limit. Yes, that's actually a nice feature, and it's it feels fair because why should you get punished for using a finishing move? But I guess they just forgot to program it in. I don't know. I mean, I guess the dark side mode is pretty overpowered anyway, so I shouldn't be complaining. But I don't know, it still feels a little bit cheap. Okay, let's get the battery power before we head on to these 2 guys over here, which seem to be protecting this minefield, and I'm quite impressed that they prepared an entire minefield for my arrival. Then again, I should probably also be impressed that they decided to bring an entire mercenary company for my arrival. But, you know, what can I say? I guess I'm just that threatening as the 7th ranked assassin, sorry. I must learn how to count. But you don't need to learn how to count when taking down loads of bad guys, so I at least have that argument. And hey, another special attack. And some pistol users over there. So one thing to keep in mind is that when you're in this area, if you look at your minimap, you can actually see where the mines are placed down, which is very, very, very helpful. So remember to keep that in mind when going over this area. So if we just be very careful and make our way over without them shooting at me and wasting my battery. There we go, over here. Now we can take them! But we still need to be very careful because if we're not, then we will die, and apparently they don't get blown up by their own mines, which is just cheap. I mean, come on, guys. Can you be like stupid henchmen and do what stupid henchmen do and get blown up by their own traps? I mean, that would be hilarious. I'm pretty sure I can go in between these ones right here, so yeah, there we go. I remember stuff from my first playthrough. So there we go. And I'm just repeating myself at this point, but what else is new? Okay, and let's also get that pizza slice while we're at it, because we're a little bit down on health. Or I am, at least. I keep on saying we, and I know I mean I'm talking about you guys as well, and I'd like to get along with everyone, but... Oh, poor Travis. But yeah, I should probably just say I should get more health, because unless you're playing along, that doesn't really make sense in a dramatic standpoint. And you, sir, have a machine gun! And that uses a lot of my battery power, so I would appreciate it if you die so I can charge up very quickly. There we go. And he drops another one. God. They are really upping up their firearm game. But guess that means I just have to up my melee game as well. Okay, he just dropped another guy in the same location, so I was expecting it. Just slice him up. Okay, anyone else? Over there, huh? Makes no difference to me! And I still have 2 special stops, I need to remember that. I need to use it when the time is right. I could definitely maybe use it here, but nah, that would actually be a bit of a waste. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use it just yet. But one thing I actually have to mention now that I've just noticed it, like, is it fashionable to have purple kneecap like army pads, or is it just me? Because I don't think that's very threatening if like you're part of a mercenary group and purple is your color of choice. I don't know, something just seems a bit off about it all. Okay, so dodge against the machine gun strikes. And just keep on capturing the enemy. Reflect that shot, which I totally meant to do on purpose. And there we go. Get trading card number 23 over here. We lost 2 pips of health, and oh my god, really? You know what? I'm going to use up one of my slow motion thing right now because it doesn't last that long. So using it on 3 enemies doesn't seem like that much of a waste. In fact, I only have enough time to get 2 enemies, so I would say that was pretty good meter usage. And there we go, the electric fence should be down. Nice. Anyway. Get a little bit of health with those 2 pips we lost. And cut down the barbed wire! God, why do barbed wires have to be so strong? And seriously? Again, Travis? Fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me, shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Completely messed up that saying. Anyway. Dodge around the mines, and we should have a fun old time. There's a treasure chest. Oh god, there's a treasure chest right there, and I want it. And you know what? I have a funny feeling that this could be the treasure chest which screwed me over last time. And it wasn't. Huh. I must be thinking of a different treasure chest. Anyway, in one of these treasure chests, there should be... there's one over here, which is his train card number 24. And I have no idea where the last treasure chest is. Guess I just gotta be careful before continuing on, but anyway. Grab you! Simple. Anyway, yeah, I could have sworn that there was a treasure chest somewhere around here. But hey, I guess not. Might as well use this to take out these guys because we don't have much time left. Before we make it to the end of the beach for the boss fight, so... let's just take down the last barbed fence in our way, and... okay, Travis, be careful this time. See, that one wasn't even underground.
No!
But that one was! No, why does everything I touch break things? So there we go, we cleared our way up the beach, and... oh, God, here she comes again.
Travis, hello? The secret beach is up ahead. Then it's ranking match time. Win, and you'll be number 6. Lose, and your new home will be in the flaming tombs of hell. Everything okay? How's that sharp pain in your neck? Bladder in a bind? Have you trimmed your nose hairs? When you're ready, step inside. You know, you've been quite cocky lately. Well, more than the usual dose of self-assuredness. You think that being ranked 7th means you're hot shit, don't you? And you're just raring to go. You've gone from dumb to dumber. Watching your meteoric rise of stupidity is truly painful to observe. That careless attitude of yours will be your undoing. And with that, I am 500% certain you will die this time. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
I may be cocky, but I've got some evidence to back it up. So, if we make our way over here, we got a little pit stop before we have to enter the boss fight. So, if we just bust open this health right here, and we bust open this right here, and we also go up here for, I guess, which would be the final, yep, trading card. Very, very nice. So, I mentioned that I had to restart this mission. I actually went into the boss fight without finding the 25th trading card, and that was it right there. So, I actually messed up royally with that one. So, now that I've actually corrected myself in obtaining it, looks like Master has another message for us. Travis, this is just common sense in Calgary, the king of suplexes. Wait, there's a suplex more king than the German suplex? Remember now, Satan's Ferris wheel, the belly to belly. MS. Jesus Christ. If the move is actually called the Satan's Ferris wheel, that's one of the most metal names for a wrestling move I've ever heard. Anyway, time to save. This save point feels very prison-like. Okay, so now that saving and everything is done, it is time to make our way down these steps to the apparent secret beach. Which really isn't so much of a secret if it connects to the mainland. And apparently also, what does that say? Dangerous currents. No swimming allowed. Well, considering this game doesn't give us the ability to swim, that's not going to be a problem. So, let's go meet this Holly Summers.
Do you like fighting?
Yep.
Do you like killing?
Live for it.
Do you like fear?
Can't say. Never felt it.
Do you accept death?
Death. Never crossed my mind.
Death is the only truth. You are still a mere bud.
That's not a good thing, you know. Seeking meaning in everything. Especially killing. That's a bad habit among smart little girls these days.
Come closer and you will understand everything.
I'm ready. Anywhere, anytime.
Just your ordinary assassin. Such a disappointment.
Are you in the mood yet? Normal assassins don't shoot the shit like this. They see their target and kill them.
So it's time to start the fight with Holly Summers, and also be extremely careful where you stand because she's actually got a load of traps now. And apparently she can also summon missiles, which I didn't actually think she was going to do yet. That's a really early like secret attack, but I guess it's because I didn't fall into any of her traps, which you can actually see very closely on the ground, and I went into one anyway.
Let's see you get out of this predicament.
No problem. You'll see.
Uh-huh. A bud that will never blossom. A sad truth. Good night, my sweet seven.
Oh, crap! Nice trap. I like your style. Maybe I can steal a kiss before I steal your life.
We'll see about that.
So yeah, as you just saw, she has a load of traps at her disposal. She is the trap master, as I just also demonstrated. And you gotta be extremely careful, because if you don't get out in time, then you get blown up by a grenade. And I thought I whittled the stick extremely hard right there, and I just realized I whittled the left stick, not the right stick, so I'm a moron in this regard, but it doesn't matter, because once you get in close, you actually have the upper hand, except she still has a shovel, so you still gotta be extremely careful, and I've lost most of my health despite not hitting most of hers. And she can also dig her traps, so that is another thing that you need to be very careful of. So basically, Holly Summers is a pretty cool boss, in all honesty. I love her design. She's actually one of my favorite designed bosses in the entire game. In that respect, and she's also a pretty she's a pretty cool lady. I'm much cooler than Destroy Man, who just decided to try and get an easy, cheap win on us. But yeah, Holly Summers is actually one of my favorite bosses in the entire game. Not my favorite boss, we'll get to that when we get to that, but still pretty high up the list. But anyway, let's just take this sucker down, because even though she's pretty cool, that doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on her. And I also think that she's also pretty weak to her shadow steps, to the shadow step, because she does single strike, so that could be something to keep in mind. So if we just, oh my god, okay, I actually didn't think that hit me, but apparently the game thinks different. So I'll have to be careful in that regard, so if we just miss all these potholes, and also if you can actually get to a point where you can, that was a terrible dodge. You could get to a point where you can, like, catch her while she's redigging some of her holes, then that is a excellent time to try and strike, except I am doing terrible in that regard, so I guess I'll just have to try harder! There we go! Got a sneaky hit in there, but I don't think it's going to matter because I'm pretty low on health, dude. Be honest, but come on. Oh, come on, game! What do you mean I didn't whittle the stick enough? I went nuts on that thing! But anyway, those missiles of yours are getting extremely annoying to dodge. So I'm just going to have to be extra careful with taking her down. And I almost caught her. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, this time it's the circle button. Yep, we got out! There we go, very nice. If we could just get in very close then. We can do belly to belly! A new wrestling move. Okay, go to the side, be very careful. I don't, I said this before, but I don't think we're going to be able to beat her this run, but if we can at least learn her attack patterns and get ready for when we fight her the next time, but who knows? I could get lucky. It is indeed possible. Especially if I get lucky with catching her when she's trying to fill up her holes. I'm pretty sure there's an innuendo in there somewhere, but doesn't matter because we're doing pretty good. Okay. So one actual tip that you could possibly keep in mind is maybe intentionally falling into the holes so she has to re-dig them back up and you can catch her in the act. So that is actually a tip that you can keep in mind, because it is actually a very good chance in order to try and outwit her and get a hit in. Anyway, enough of talking about trying to get hits. Let's actually get the hits, and looks like we're not actually going to get the hits because her missiles do so much damage. And track like a mother fifer.
Goodbye!
Holy crap, I did it! I didn't think I was going to win that run!
What is this? This is not mercy. You can't kill a woman. Pathetic. If you can't kill a woman, you are less than a thug. You will never make it to the top. That's okay. I seem to have a thing for stupid, pathetic men like you. I can accept defeat if it comes from your hand. I will let you in on a secret. Assassins must die when they lose. Open your eyes and never look back. Promise, never forget me.
Huh?
Thank you. The moment you hesitated, I felt your embrace.
Hold up!
Academics like to fantasize too, you know.
Wait! Number 6! No!
Forgive me, number 6. I never meant to shame you.
Not a very smooth victory, Zed Travis. But a win is a win. That's all that matters. I hate to award you this, but you are now 6th in rank.
What was her name?
That is not important anymore.
You're right. But I owe her at least that.
Holly Summers, born in...
No! Just her name.
Not the most graceful of victories. But don't worry. We promised her that we would at least remember. And remember we shall. But first... let's give her at least a proper burial. We obtained the US military secret. Apparently Dr. Naomi can do something with it, so we can at least do that. Let's also collect our new heart container. Rest in peace, Holly Summer.
Forgive me, Holly. I was late in saying this, but I love your soul. Rest in peace.
Well, that was a pretty eye-opening ranking match, if I do say so myself. Just like we found one of Travis's weaknesses when fighting. It looks like we also learned that if you follow the path of the assassin, there's no way out. You have to stick to that path till the end. We've seen what it can do to people. It can turn them insane. It can turn them to regret. Or it can turn them completely maniacal. But that's not going to stop our way to the top. So in the next episode of No More Heroes, The Hero's Paradise, we'll prepare for rank number 5. We're gonna see this through to the end, no matter what.